So what was like your reputation on the street by that point?
Uh, so at some point when I got into the streets, like my brothers, they had already been there. They had already been there a little longer than me, right?
How many
And
brothers you have?
so when I say my brothers, like not my biological
I see.
brothers, but my partners, my men, um, it wasn't none but like 6 of us,
Mm.
right? And really 5. Yeah, right? And then we had like a big brother. But it was really 5 of us, so 6 in total. And I've was in the street sometimes, but I was never like selling drugs or stuff like that, right? And in DC at that time, like you come out the house different. Like I came out the house different. I ain't come out the house like selling drugs. Nah, I ain't come out like that. I came out the house first, like getting a pistol in my hand, right? Because back then in DC, it was like you had to first establish your respect. You couldn't just come on no block. Even if you was from this block, you just couldn't come on the block and start selling drugs because it's just like having a store. When you got a store, you gotta be willing to protect it, right? So I came out of the house like, with a lot of anger, right? But first I didn't even want to come out the house at first. You know what I'm saying? At first it was like, I wanted to be a good kid. I wanted to grow up. I wanted to learn. I wanted to be educated. I wanted my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't choose to be in the street. Like this was forced on me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, after going through the torture that I was going through in this household, that's what made me run away, right? So the first time when I ran away, streets it was mean, right? And it was too mean for me, right? But I just didn't want to be in there. So I wound up going back in the house. And then when I went back in the house, I went through the same thing with my uncle saying that, I was weak because I couldn't survive out there, right? So, all of that played on my mind. And it was like, nah, you know what? I'm getting out of here. And then, the torture in there only exacerbated. So I'm like, if I can go through this in here with him, right? Then I can take whatever in the street, right? So I went back in the street and I got stabbed in my face. So when I got stabbed in my face, because I still really ain't pick up the gun yet, right? So once I got stabbed in my face, that's what, me seeing my own blood, on the ground and, kind of realizing like, damn, like I might be a casualty, right? If I don't pick up the gun. So then I picked up the gun.
I was just getting ready to ask you, like, what prevented you from picking it up sooner? I know what you're saying, and I feel you. But man, especially if he's gonna turn up and you going back, like, what was you holding on to?
Man, all I can say is like, I was just more so hopeful, right? I could still remember like my mom, I could still remember my dad, and then my sister. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't want to leave my sister for real. You know what I mean? Cause like she 2 years older than me, and like that's always been my heart. So it was like, I want to do the right things. I want to be able to be around for her. I don't want to die out here, and I don't want to go to jail. But at the same time, now I'm homeless and I can't even see her. I don't even see her now, right? And I picked it up. Then once I picked it up, it's like once you get it in your hand, you young, you going through a lot. You know what I mean? You really don't understand the world. You know what I mean? You really don't understand life. And then, what I'm saying, you've been indoctrinated to go through, whatever you went through. You learn it from the news, you learn it from your block, you learn it from your teachers. The teachers telling you you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Your uncle, the parent, he telling you you're gonna die before you're 15, right? You know what I'm saying? Your partners around you, everybody, nobody got a father, right? They not there. Either they locked up, don't care, or what I'm saying, or just dismissive, right? So at some point it's just like you gotta be the man that you see, right? The one that you respect, the alpha male that's on the block, that got the gun, that, got the money, that's courting all of these women, right? And then you like, okay, so now that I got this fire, you know what I mean? I'm, it's freedom or death, you know? Freedom from what? Freedom from being a victim, you know? So, yeah.